Hello friends, welcome to Abhidhamma part 16. So in this lesson we are going to see about the Pachaya. Pachaya means cause or conditions. One thing is conditioning the other, so that is called Pachaya. So here one is the Pachaya and the second one is Pachayupanna. Pachayupanna means the result of the conditions, that is called Pachayupanna. One is a cause and another is the result. And there are two methods of conditionings. So first is Padicca Samuppada method, or the law of dependent originations, and the second is the Patthana method, the law of causal relations. So in the beginning of the video you might have seen the chart, so you can refer to the chart. So first of all we are going to deal with the Padicca Samuppada method, or the law of dependent origination, Praditya Samutpad or Padicca Samuppada. So there are total 11, this is a total 11 Padicca Samuppada, and it is read as follows: Avidya Pachaya Sankhara, Sankhara Pachaya Vinyanam, Vinyana Pachaya Namarupa, Namarupa Pachaya Salayatanam, Salayatana Pachaya Fasso, Fassa Pachaya Vedana, Vedana Pachaya Tanaha, Tanaha Pachaya Ubadanam, Ubadana Pachaya Bhavo, Bhava Pachaya Jadi, Jadi Pachaya Jara Marana Soga Paridev Dukkha Domana Subadayasa Sambhavandi. So this is the Padicca Samuppada. So let's see what is this, all these links. So the first link is Avidya Pachaya Sankhara. That means dependent on ignorance arise karma formations. Sankhara means karma formations. Avidya means ignorance. So how this is happening? Avidya means we don't know what is happening at the present, so that is called avidya. And there are many causes for this avidya, because we are not mindful now what is happening. So due to that there is craving and aversion and everything is happening, and due to this avidya is also there, so we are making sankhara, different type of sankhara we are making. Different type of sankhara. Sankhara means we are making good sankhara also, we are making bad sankhara also. Sankhara means the formations, karma formations. Because of the avidya we are making all type of bad sankhara only, because avidya is there. So if the vidya is there we can make good sankhara, but we are making avidya means bad sankhara we are making. And due to this sankhara, the next one, sankhara pachaya vinyana. That means due to this sankhara, karma formations, rebirth consciousness or vinyana will result. Because of this sankhara, the vinyana. So this sankhara, it goes to another, whatever sankhara we made so far. So when at the time of death, what will happens? Here this sankhara will depart from this body, that is Chudi Vigyan, then it goes to another body, that is called Patisandhi Vigyan. So due to this sankhara, the vinyana arises in another body. So Vinyana Pachaya Namarupa, dependent of this rebirth consciousness, this mental and physical, this formation will happen. Nama Rupa means mental, Rupa means this physical corporeal reality. So these things both together will start because of this Vinyana. Vinyana from some other or last birth, when we are dying, so that Vinyana comes to the new body, so this Namarupa again start. When the Namarupa start, then the next link is Namarupa Pachaya Salayatana. When the Namarupa start, then automatically the 6 ayatana or 6 sense bases will start working. 6 sense bases means eye, nose, tongue, ear, as well as the body, then the mind. all these things will start working because it is associated with this nama rupa. So this salayatana, six senses will start working. Then salayatana pachaya first, dependent on these six sense bases, the contacted arises. So the sense bases are working. So due to that working, the contact, the five outside contact or the inside contact, the contact will arises first. And the next link is first pachaya vedana. And due to this contact, the vedana or the feeling arises. Different type of feeling. It may be pleasant feeling, it may be unpleasant feeling. So this feeling arises. Then the next link is vedana pachaya tanaha. Depend on the feeling arises. Tanaha means craving. We are having craving for what? For example, unpleasant feeling is there, then we want to get rid of that. If the pleasant feeling is there, we want to hold on to that. So that is called vedana pachaya tanaha. And the next one is tanaha pachaya ubadana. And due to this craving, the clinging will be there. Tanaha is the weakest one and the clinging is the most difficult one. So depend upon this craving, then the vedana, due to this feeling, the craving arises, and due to the cravings, the clinging arises. Tanha pachaya ubadana. Depend upon that craving, ubadana or grasping or clinging will happen. We'll always think that it is mine, it is myself, so like that we start the clinging. Then the ubadana pachaya bhava. Depend upon this grasping or clinging, then arise the rebirth producing kamma, that is called bhava. So we start making lot of bhava sankharas, we start making this because of this ubadana. Then the next link is bhava pachaya jadi. Depend upon this rebirth, depend upon this bhava, then the jadi, the rebirth, again rebirth will happen. Then the next link is jadi pachaya jara marana soga paridev dukkha domana subhayasa sambhavandi. That means depend upon this rebirth, then jadi, rebirth, marana, death, soga, suffering, paridev, lamentations, and domanasa, all this unpleasant mental feeling, all this pain, grief and despair, all these things will happen. So these are the links of Padicca Samuppada. So if you totally reverse these things, for example, avidya, if we cut off this avidya, then the sankhara will not be forming because always will be in vidya. So if there is vidya, then sankhara will not form because of kamma formation will not be there. And if the kamma formation will not be there, then the vijnana will not be there. There is no vigyan. Then when there is no vinyan, then namarupa, then it will not goes to another body and associate with any other namarupa. See, if the namarupa is there, not there, then the six sense space will not be there. If the six sense spaces is not there, then the first or the contact will not be there. If the contact will not be there, then the vedana or the feeling will not be there. If the feeling will not be there, then the tanha or the craving will not be there. If the tanha is not there, then the ubadana or grasping or clinging will not be there. If the ubadana is not there, then the bhavo or the kamma producing, rebirth producing kamma will not be there. If the bhava is not there, then the jadi, the rebirth will not be there. If the jadi is not there, then there is no old age, death, worry, lamentation, pain, grief and despair will not be there. So these are the 11 dependent originations or Padicca Samuppada. So there are so many other things connected with these things. We are not going to that. For example, what are the sorts of avidya and what are the sorts of sankhara that is going to happen due to this avidya? Then we have to take about all this dosa mula chitta and how many sankharas made of chitta and chetasika, and due to this sankhara how many vijnana. So there are so many vijnana, so it becomes so much of big informations, but this much is sufficient for us to understand all these things. Then there are different aspects to this Paticca methods. So let's see this different aspect. So there are 12 factors. When we are examining this Paticca we have to examine these 12 factors, then 3 period or kala, 20 modes or akara, and 3 connections or sandhi, and 4 abridgment or sankheva, and 3 round or vatta, and 2 roots or mula should be taken on into account. So whenever we are trying to understand this Paticca we should try to understand all these angas or aspects. Then only we can understand, have a clear concept of this Paticca. So you might have seen the chart. In that chart, all these things are given in coded form. So if you understand all these things, then you can refer to the chart and you can understand what is mentioned in this charts. So first of all, let's take one by one all this aspect. There are total 7 aspects. So we will take the first aspect. That means 12 factors or 12 angas are there. So what are these 12 angas? The first one is avidya. Avidya means ignorance. That is the first one. When the avidya is there, then the sankhara or the formation will be there. When the sankhara is there, then the vijnana or the rebirth consciousness will be there. Then the nama rupa, mind as well as body, it will be there. Then the salayadana, 6 bases will be there. The first phassa will be there. Vedana, feeling will be there. Tanaha means craving will be there. Then the ubadana, clinging will be there. Bhava means rebirth, or bhava means that kamma formation will be there. Then jadi means birth. Then due to this birth, jara, marana and all those things will be coming. So if actually there is 11 Paticca, but we are making into 12 angas. So this jara marana is the 12th angas. So we can see that from the first to 12 these things, there are 12 angas or factors. Then we can divide it into 3 periods. All this Paticca we can divide it into 3 periods. That is kala, the past. That means the past, there are avidya as well as sankhara. That is the past cause. Avidya, due to avidya, we kept on making sankhara, because we don't know what we are doing, so we kept on making different type of sankhara of craving, sankhara of aversion, sankhara of ignorance. We kept on making all those sankhara. So the past, there are 2 these links, that is avidya and the sankhara. That is the past one. There are 3 periods. We have seen the past period, and second is the present period. In the present period, due to this sankhara, it came into a new body. After the death of that old body, this sankhara connected with the new body. Then the vijnana arises. Then vijnana, namarupa, salayadana, phassa, vedana, tanaha, ubadana, and kama bhava. So all these things arises. Because because of this consciousness, mind materiality arises, then 6 sense bases, then phassa, that means contact, then vedana, feeling, tanaha, craving, ubadana, clinging, and kama, again bhava sanskara, that means kamma formations, again it happened. So that is the present cause. And due to this present cause, again it will given 2 next one, that is future, again jadi, that means the birth will be there, then jara, marana, then old age and death will be there. So these are the 3 periods. So that also we need to understand. Then we can take into 20 modes or akaras. 20 modes, we can divide all these links into 20 modes also, or akara also. And the first one is past cause or atida hetu. What's the past cause of all this sankhara? So that is mentioned here. So that is avidya tanha, sankhara, tanaha, upadana, and kamma bhava. So these are the past causes. Due to this avidya, we made all sorts of sankhara. So if the sankhara is there, then again all these things will be there. Then the tanha, upadana, and kamma bhava will be always there. So all these things are the past cause. And due to the present effect is the vijnana, namarupa, salayadana, phassa, and vedana. And due to that past causes, whatever this bhava sanskara is there, because of the upadana, tanha, avidya, sanskar, the present cause come. That means we are born. So we are born, then this consciousness, mind and material, this 6 sense bases, and the contact and the feeling will be there. So that is the present effect. That is the past cause, and the present effect is vartamana phala is vijnana, namarupa, salayadana, phassa, and vedana. So that is the present effect. So there are 4 present causes also for the future. If the present we are experiencing all these things, phassa and vedana, and due to this vedana, if you are experiencing tanha, upadana, kamma bhava, avidya, and sankhara, that is the present cause, vartamana hetu, for the future effect. So what will be the future effect? Then future effect will be vijnana, namarupa, salayadana, phassa, and vedana. Vijnana means consciousness, namarupa means mind and materiality, salayadana means 6 bases, phassa means contact, and vedana means feeling. So these are the things. So we can divide all these things to past cause. Initially there was a past cause, adida hetu, and due to that present effect was there. That means we are born. And again the cause is there, because the tanha, upadana, and everything is there, then again the future effect will be there. So in this way also we can classify all these things into these things. Then we can learn these links by 3 connections or sandhi. There is a connection between the past as well as the present, and present to the future. There are 3 connections. Sankhara and vijnana is the past cause and present effect. Sankhara was the past cause, and the present effect is vijnana. That means whatever sanskara we did in the past, and due to that one Chuddhi Vigyan, that means the departing consciousness arises in that, and now it connected to a new body, that is Pradisandhi Vigyan. So the past cause as well as the present effect. The sankhara or the formation was the past cause, vijnana or the consciousness is the present effect in this life. Then in this life there is vedana as well as tanha. Vedana means the feeling, tanha means craving is there. So that is the present effect and the present cause. Present effect is vedana and the present cause is tanha for the future these things. Then the next is kamma bhava and jadi. Bhava and jadi. Bhava means we are making bhava sankharas, and due to that the jadi will be there. So that is the present cause, kamma bhava, and the future effect, that is jadi. So in these 3 connections, the middle one, that means vedana tanaha, is the most important one. Vedana pachya tanaha means we are always we are making new type of sankhara, and vedana pachya panya pragya, that means if it is happening, then we will not be making new type of tanaha. And the same, this Paticca or dependent originations, we can make into 3 round also. Rounds means vatta in Pali. Round means it always going in a wheel rotations. Paticca is always in a rotating a wheel way, so that is called vatta. So the 3 round is called, first is Kilesa vatta, and second is Kamma vatta, and third is Vibhaga vatta. So Klesa vatta or round of defilement. Because of this klesa, we are making different type of kammas. So these klesa vattas are three: avidya, tanaha, and upadana. Avidya means ignorance, tanaha means cravings, and upadana is the clinging. So these are the klesa vattas, and due to that we are making a lot of sankhara. Then the next one is kamma vatta. That means round of kamma, round of actions. That is kamma bhava and sankhara. So this is the Kammavatta. We are making Bhava Sanskara, Bhava and Sankhara. So these are the Kammavatta. Then the Vibhagavatta means the resultant of this Kammavatta is Upapatti Bhava. That means Bhava Sanskar, Vinyana, consciousness, Namarupa, mind and materiality, Salayadana, 6 bases, Phassa, contact, Vedana, then Jadi, birth, Jara, Marana, old age as well as death. So these are the result of this Vibhaga Vatta. Then we can take it into 2 roots also. That means Mula, divided into 3 portions. The first portion start from the past course and end in the present result, comprising Avidya, Sankhara, Vinyana, Namarupa, Salayadana, Phassa and Vedana. And in this portion, avidya is the root or origin. So there are 2 roots, avidya as well as tanaha. So in the first portion, it starts from avidya vachya sankhara, sankhara vachya vinyana, vinyana vachya namarupa, namarupa vachya salayadana, sabalana vachya phassa, phassa vachya vedana. So till then the avidya is the root. And now the second portion, it starts from present course and end in the future course. So there was Vedana. If the Tanha is there, then the next course again will start. Then the second course is Tanha, Upadana, Bhavi, Bhava, Jadi and Jara Marana. In this portion, Tanha is the root. If the Tanha is made cut off, then the second course will not be there. So this Avidya and Tanaha, this is the main root, and if you are cutting these 2 root, then whole Padicchasamuppada will crumble. Because of this Vedana, the Tanaha should not be there. So due to this, why it is Tanaha is happening? Because due to Avidya, we don't know. We are not knowing what is happening within our mind and as well as body. So due to this Vedana, always Tanaha, that means craving will arises. Pleasant, we think that it is mine, and unpleasant we want to get rid of. So like that, these things are happening. Then there are 4 abridgment or sankheva. Sankheva, that means total we can conclude in this 4 abridgment. 5 past causes 1 abridgment. Then due to that 5 effect will be there. Then due to 5 present cause, then 5 future effect will be there. So these are the 4 abridgment. So the 5 past cause is avidya, sankhara, tanaha, upadana and kama bhava. So these are the 5 past causes, because we did in the past. Then 5 present effect will be there: vinyana, namarupa, salayadana, phassa and vedana. Because we are present, this 5 present effect will be always there. But this vedana is there. If you are ignorant, then again this present cause constituted for the then this 5 present cause will be there. If the vedana, if you don't recognize, then again it will be causing for the future. So what are the present 5 causes? Same as avidya is there, sankhara is there, tanha is there, upadana is there, kama bhava is there. That is the again the present cause, and the future effect will be same: vinyana, namarupa, salayadana, phassa and vedana. So these are the 5 abridgment. So with this, we have come to an end with this Paticcasamuppada. So in this Paticcasamuppada, actually one thing is conditioning other. For example, avidya, due to this avidya, sankhara is forming. and due to sankhara vijnana is forming. So one is connected with others, one is connected with others. But next we are going to see the patthana method. So in this totally it is different, there are 24 pathanas, so that will discuss in the next video. Till then, I hope that you understood this pachaya or cause or conditions, paticca samuppada or dependent originations. So with this, let's finish this video, and we'll see in the next video regarding this next patthana method. Till then, thank you.